Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing, and I'm going to do the next part of how I have everything organized here. And you can see there's all the worms that I showed you guys yesterday, and a couple more that I couldn't fit down there, the grubs and some of the tech baits, Neds. That's all those finesse baits and everything I showed you guys yesterday. So I just took everything off that shelf and put it on the floor, and we got a little bit of a, a mixture of things. So let me kind of show you what I got here. Let's see, in these small boxes, these are all custom beaver baits. And these are from Paul Crew. You guys who know who Paul Crew is on Instagram, he has a website too. I will put a link to it if you guys are interested. But he makes custom baits, and I love the different colors. And some of the colors he had, some I came up with over the years. And he just does a great job. So these are some of the beaver baits, and you'll see more of these later. I got a ton. These are the small boxes. When I get to the creature baits, you'll see, but just some great looking custom color beavers that, that he pours. So that's Paul Crew custom baits, all hand poured, and you guys can just see the different colors there that are really cool. That one looks like it's in the wrong spot. So I might have to go fix that. I don't know if it's in the right spot or the wrong spot. Let's see. Well, I guess those are all the same. It's got that little bit of orange on the tip. So that's one of his craws, flipping craws. So with the beavers and the flipping craws. I mean, you could throw these out on the boat one day and just throw nothing else, and you've got a lot of options for colors and bait styles. I love that blue. That dark blue and then the light blue on the one side. It's great. And they are slimy. You can see my hands. But that was up there, and you'll see more of those later. I have those within the creature baits. Over here, hopefully the glare's not too bad. This is some of Eric's tech baits that I have in boxes. Some of his beaver baits. Some of his craws, like a tube there. So beaver baits and craws from tech baits that Eric poured for me back in the day. As soon as I get through this, you can see everything fine. This is more tech baits. This is the brush, the hogs that he made for me, like your baby brush hog. You guys go back and look. There's a video I did from in New York on Mayapack Lake, and we just killed them with these one day. Just killed them with flipping these around the weeds and around the docks and stuff. But if you guys like throwing that that hog style bait, that's those. And I missed this one yesterday when I was doing the worms, and I thought about it later. I said, oh, I do have another big box of Senkos. So there's another box for the guy who doesn't really throw Senkos of the darker colors. And I thought about it after I posted that video, and I said, I remember seeing that. And I knew it wasn't in the boat or anything, so there it is. Different colored darker Senkos. Some black and reds, black and blues. This was always my favorite one, this one right here. I threw these a lot more than I do now. And that red shad is great. Those June bugs are great, the purples, they're all good. So, if you guys are Senko fans, that box is for you. This here, I think we kind of did just a grab bag a year or two ago, tech baits. And I think this is all just some different baits that Eric sent me. Some, you know, some stick baits, some swim baits, looks like some doom drops. So, I mean, that's a little bit of everything, worms, a little bit of everything in there. You can see all the salt, so I'm not taking them out. You guys who remember Northern Bass Supply, that is a classic sticker right there. Great store. I wish it still existed, especially now that I'm in New Hampshire. I don't remember where I got this. This is all those Yamamoto creatures. Creature hog. I forget what they call this. Creature hog, whatever it's called. I think I bought this at my old bass club in Bergen. I think we did a bait swap. I think I grabbed these there. This is a float and fly kit. So for you guys who ever know anything about the float and fly, Punisher Lures, they sell this kit. For catching, you know, suspended smallies or bass, you know, with a float, with these hair jigs. And it's a whole system, which I never really have tried much. I don't think I have a long enough rod for it, really, to do it the right way. But for you guys who are interested in trying a float and fly, Punisher Lures has this kit that I got a few years back. Let's see. You guys ever heard of Secret Lures? They have a pretty cool rigging system for their tube, the Stupid Tube. I'm sure you guys have seen the ad for it, or you can look on their website. But it's pretty cool, and I think I've done a video on it. I think I have another video showing you how you rig these up with that internal hook. Kind of shows you how to do it there. But I think I've done a video from this in the past. But if not, you can go on the Secret Lures website, and they'll show you a lot better than I will how to do it. But then you can have your, throw a hook, your tube around and have it weedless. You don't have to do it with the hook exposed. So, pretty good idea. It's a nice tube, too. What I thought was mostly up on there were these things now. These two boxes. These are soft plastic frogs. Like horny toads. I think there might be some of the seismic ones in here. I'm not sure if there's any other brand. I don't remember. I think most of them are just horny toads. The Zoom horny toad. 4/0, 5/0 hook. Throw it out like a frog. And I haven't thrown these soft plastic frogs in a few years. When I'm up on Lake Champlain for camp in a couple weeks, for 2 weeks, in July and August, I might bring those with me and try them again. Might be a nice option to the regular hollow belly frogs that I've been using so much the last few years. But there's more of them, some different kinds. I think that's the seismic one. I'm not sure who makes this guy here. Don't remember. You guys who throw these might remember. But that's those soft plastic frogs for, I think this is a Strike King. I forget what they called this. I think this was a Strike King bait. Does that say Strike King on there? Does it say patent pending? Nope, Strike King. I don't remember what they call this, if they still make it. But you kind of rigged it on its side, and that floppy tail worked like a frog. But there you go. There's some soft plastic frogs, which is a fun option if you guys like topwater fishing. And the rest of what is here is just plastic trailers, jig trailers. There's some Lake Fork craws and some Gambler craws in here. And I'll show you these guys quick. Some different styles, some Gamblers. There's other kinds in there, I think. This one was always, when I wasn't throwing pork, this guy right here was killer. I don't know if this is still made. I think Lake Fork made these. But, does that say Lake? I can't tell if it says. I have to look at that up close. It might say on there. I can't really tell. Pig Claw. So was this the Lake Fork Pig Claw? I'm not sure. But this was my favorite one when I was using plastic before I really started throwing pork a lot. And this was always a good one too. So if you guys will like those soft plastic jig trailers, there's a box for you. That pumpkin with that chartreuse tail was always good. Or chartreuse claws, I should say. That's what that is. And I'm not going to remember all these different kinds. But there's some various brands in here. This one, this brand was always a good one. I don't know if it says it on the bait. I don't think it does now. These would fall apart after a while. The claws would fall off. But in those days, you just bought a bunch of them. They weren't expensive. And I'm not really up on what the most popular plastic jig trailers are, because I don't really use them. I use the craw hors d'oeuvre if I'm not using pork. It's pretty much one I've used exclusively the last few years. But these ones are good. If I had to rely on these, I'd be okay with it. You'll catch fish with them. You might lose a claw, every time you catch a fish, but you'll catch them. And some of these, I can remember getting these, from at outdoor shows back in the day, and you get these, get these big packs of them. The old Pro USA, if you Jersey guys remember Pro USA. A lot of those are Pro USA and some other ones. I'm not sure. I don't remember who made. But this was a good one too. I like that color. You guys know I like that watermelon candy. Green pumpkin candy, whatever you want to call that. But just some different options for some soft plastic trailers. And Shockingly, there's more. I don't know what this is. Where I got that and who makes that, I have no idea. But that's some trailer. I could take those claws apart. It would help if they put the name of the bait. It might say something there on that claw. Let's see if I get it close. It might say Mismo on it. I can't really tell. In this light, that is yeah, Mismo. So Mismo, who I know makes tubes, I guess made these trailers at some point. Do they still? I don't know. A lot of these, I can remember getting them at outdoor shows, and you get like 100 pack for $5. And I'm sure I still have like a big pack somewhere up on the shelf. But these ones were great. You know, that's just that pumpkin with that chartreuse. So any of these are good. White ones, if you got that real dirty water. Some of these might be Strike Kings. If it says it on there, I'll remember. If not, I'm going to forget. They're old, but they're all good. And last but not least, there's some more. There's that Lake Fork one I always loved. Some of these, this might be a Strike King. This one was one of the ones I liked a lot because I like that color. It would always go match good with my brown jigs. That one right there. But to actually tell you the brand, I'm not going to remember. But if you search online for soft plastic trailers, I'm sure some of these might still be around. That's just the small net bait pack of craw in a great color right there. That's always a good trailer. This is the smaller one. The big one's great for flipping. We'll get to that eventually. These are net baits also. They're small trailers. You guys probably have seen them if you've used net bait before. Probably says it on there. Yeah, that one I'll remember. But this video is going to be a little shorter than the other one because that's it, guys. So it's really just trailers on that shelf. Some different soft plastic jig trailers, soft plastic frogs, and then really just, you know, that one box of Senkos that I forgot to show you, and then just some scattered baits, some tech baits, some of the Paul Crew customs. If you guys are interested in that Punisher lures, you could check their website and see if they still sell the float and fly kit. They probably do. Just some random baits. That's Secret Lures. And you gotta love an old Northern Bass Supply sticker. That's classic right there. So that's it. So the next shelf, I'll get all that stuff back on here. The next shelf I know is mostly tubes and maybe some other little things. The big one's gonna be the creature baits. That video might take a while because there's a lot on there. But that's it, guys. So as I said on the other video, if there's any questions on any of the baits I'm showing you, whether they're still in production, I can't say for sure. If there's something you see you really like, I can always check and look it up and see if I can find it, if you're interested in it. Or if there's something you'd like to see closer up. You know, hopefully I was holding the camera right. I thought I kind of messed up a few times yesterday where you couldn't really see what I was holding in my hand. So hopefully I did a better job with that today. But I think it'll be okay. So we'll continue this. Buddy of mine's coming up tomorrow. We're going to do some fishing. So I don't know when the next one of these will be. Probably later in the week. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I appreciate all you guys, you know, watching and subscribing and all that good stuff. So we'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.